Alright, welcome again to another Warhammer 40k battle report here at Greenfield Games in Greenfield, Massachusetts. It's myself and Matt having another game here. We're doing a 1,000-point battle. Grey Knights versus Space Marine, Ultramarines. I've already started deploying. We're playing the Big Guns Never Tire game with the long table edges. I've already started to deploy here. I am running on my 1,000-point Grey Knight lists 2 Psi Rifle Dreads, a 10-man squad of Grey Knight Space Marines with 2 Psi Cannons and all swords on everybody. I'm doing 3 Kotias as my HQ, which allows me to run 3 henchmen and a Razorback 3 times here, so 3 Razorbacks with a small squad of 3 henchmen, basic. And then in Kotias' squad is a whole bunch of stuff. Jokeiro, 2 Crusaders, Servitor with Heavy Bolter, 5 Psychers, and 3 henchmen. 2 of them have Storm Bolters and a Plasma Gun. Matt's going to tell us what he's got over here.
I have a squad of Assault Marines, a Dreadnought with Dreadnought Close Combat, and Twin Link Las Cannon. Standard Tactical Squad, Space Marine Captain, Thunderfire Cannon with accompanying Tech Marine, and a unit of Scouts led by special character Torion Tellius.
And you gotta check out the paint job on this Tech Marine, it's really good. Alright, so I'm gonna deploy on this side, and then, I've got an Aegis defense line too. I've already set that up over there. And we've got 3 objectives. There's an objective here, there's an objective here, and an objective here. So I took advantage of winning the roll-off, and we'll be back with deployment. Alright, so already Kotias has proved handy. Matt sees the initiative, but Kotias caused him to have to re-roll. So I will be going first. Here's my deployment, just lined up here on this long board edge. Kotias has joined this contingent of Psychers and Henchmen and Crusaders. Big Guns Never Tire. Dreadnought's going to move in and contest that objective. Matt's got his assault guys over here. He's got his is that Thunderfire Cannon?
Yep.
Over there, and Tech Marine. Tactical Squad here, Dreadnought here. He split his scouts into 2, put his 5-man scout over here, and Telion and 5 scouts are over here. And we'll be back with turn 1. There's the board. Alright, here was the Grey Knight turn 1. I'll just work my way across the board. The Razorback moved forward and fired into the squad of Assault Marines over there. The Dreadnought also moved forward, fired there. This Kotias and his group moved forward. The Psychers dropped a blast on those guys. The Jokeiro fired a las cannon at those guys. The Grey Knights were very indecisive. They jumped off the building to try and reach the Dreadnought, were unable to harm it, so then they just kind of ran into this corner here. This Dreadnought also fired into that group of Assault Marines and managed to wipe it out, getting first blood. And then this Razorback and this Razorback backed up, and this Razorback fired into the group of scouts over here and took out Telion and a scout. And that is it for Grey Knight turn 1. We'll be back with Space Marine turn 1. Okay, this was the end of Space Marine turn 1. Space Marines chose not to move at all, and the Thunderfire Cannon fired into this Razorback and wrecked it. Basically glanced it to death, and the little crew popped out. The Dreadnought and the las cannon fired into the dreadnought up here and did a hull point and stunned it. And some more sniper fire from here and here. I think it was ineffective into the Razorback. And that was the end of Space Marine turn 1. Okay, this was the Grey Knight turn 2. These guys moved to get near the objective. This moved ahead of the objective, continuing to contest it. The Crusaders and Kotyaz and crew moved forward. Fired a Plaz shot, a Jokero shot, heavy bolter shots, and dropped a template over there and killed the Thunderfire cannon. These guys, Grey Knights, jumped up on top of the hill. About half of them had line of sight on the Marines, and they killed, I think, one. And then more bolter fire from somewhere killed the other one. This Razorback fired into the scouts over here and killed one. And that is Grey Knight turn 2. Alright, at the end of Grey Knight turn 2, the end of Space Marine turn 2, the Space Marines did not move again. The Tech Marine moved up to get closer to the Grey Knights, dropped Flamer and Plasma Pistol. The Space Marines also fired into the Grey Knights here. These snipers fired into the Grey Knights, killing 3 total, causing a leadership test, but they passed. And then I think the Dreadnought traded shots with this Dreadnought and didn't do anything. And that's about it for the Space Marines. We'll be back with Grey Knight turn 3. So at the end of Grey Knight turn 3, end of Grey Knight turn 3, the Dreadnought could see the Dreadnought over the hill and fired at it. The Psychers tried to blindly drop a blast on the Tactical Marines and missed. These guys jumped up the hill and fired at the Tactical Marines. The Razorback and the Dreadnought fired at the Dread. All the fire on the Dread eventually glanced it and immobilized it to death. And the Grey Knights up here were able to kill a Space Marine with the las cannon. And these snipers took a bunch of fire but made all their cover saves. So that's the end of turn 3 for Grey Knight. Alright, this was the end of Space Marine turn 3. What all happened? The Tech Marine hopped up and flamered and killed 1 or 2 guys. Then he tried to get into close combat and got killed in the Overwatch. That was very unfortunate. Rolled a 1 on the Artificer armor. Then this guy, the Space Marine captain, he hopped up and got in close combat, killed the remaining Grey Knights in combat, and Grey Knights lost combat but made their difficult leadership role. I think some Space Marine shooting occurred prior to the assault, and these Scout Marines ran out of the woods and are headed, and I guess they are. Well, I don't think they're quite contesting that objective. We'll be on the objective next turn. And there's where we are at the end of turn 3. Alright, this was the end of Grey Knight turn 4. They hopped over the walls here, Kotyaz and crew. A few of them, Kotyaz and the Plasma, the Jokero and the Stormbolter could see. Did some damage over here. Let's see what else happened. Some firing from the Razorback did some damage over there. The combat over here with the Space Marine captain, some hits were made by the Grey Knights force weapons, causing instant death to the Space Marine captain, and some shooting over here from the Razorback, and the Dreadnought killed some snipers over here and sent the last guy running. So we're down to... Matt rolled. These 2 Tactical Marines are left on the board, and this squad of snipers out here but it's not looking great for the Space Marines, so this will probably be the end of the game here. I'll be back with just the wrap-up. So at the end of Space Marine turn 4, these 2 Space Marines fired in and killed 1 Grey Knight here. This guy managed to rally and return to the objective. What do you want to do, Matt? You want to play another turn, or do you want to end it here?
I can't overcome, so I think we'll call it there.
I think we'll call it here because I have, it's a big guns never tire. I have a big gun and a troop choice on this objective. I have, this is a troop choice because of Kotiaz on this objective. These guys would have been able to get near the objective here. And then he had this objective here, but I also had First Blood, Slay the Warlord, probably not no line breaker, but Matt, good game, appreciate it, a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Nice painted models, check out. A couple of things, I guess. A cold dice from Matt. When his Tech Marine died, that was unfortunate, and I got a few lucky shots on the cannon. That was easy, could have stuck around a little more. Any thoughts on strategy, Matt?
I'm thinking right now that with what I'm bringing to the table, I need to get some more heavy choices.
Yeah, tank, like something Land Raider couldn't go wrong with, something like that. And this is one of the first times I've done these Razorback lists and actually done well with it, so they can be tricky. But a good game, and that's the end of a 1,000-point battle. Space Marines versus Grey Knights. Here at Greenfield Games. Keep watching the videos and subscribe to the channel. That's how it ended up. And we might play something else after this, so we'll see. Maybe another battle report.